Now completely different. We'll talk about the Michael Porter's value chain analysis. I'm not taking this name Michael Porter and all. We'll talk later on because Michael Porter is a very renowned personality. I think Porter is still working and professor in Harvard School, business school till now. And he has given many Porter's 5 force model, value chain analysis, then value creation, many theories he has given. That is basically we discuss in strategic management. But here I thought that we'll talk about a little bit of value chain analysis because all people are not from only service industries and all. You people may be from OEM, you people may be from manufacturing industry and all of those things. That is the reason. Okay. Now, here in the value chain analysis, what talks about? It talks about when we are performing some activities, okay, in transforming some input to output. So when I'm talking about transforming something from input to output means manufacturing, mainly manufacturing. So understand, whenever we are talking about value chain analysis, we are talking about mostly, not in today's day, mostly the manufacturing industries and all higher end. But to some extent, today, you can replicate that to the bigger organizations like Infosys, TCS, or IT organizations and all. But predominantly, let me clarify you very simple. It is applicable for the manufacturing industries, wherein you are getting some raw material and producing the end output, and you are delivering and all of those things. Okay. But nowadays, to some extent, you can explain this concept to the normal scenario. Okay, here in value chain analysis, we consider only two activities, primary activity and the supportive activity. Now understand what is primary activity and what is the supportive activity. Primary activity, you ask yourself a question for any organization, what is the primary activity? And what is the supportive activity? Primary activity is when you are interacting directly with the customer with any means. Then it is a primary activity. But any department or when you are not directly interacting with customers, then it is considered to be the supportive activity. Is it clear now? The entire model is focused and stand on this particular concept, that what is primary activity and what is the secondary activity. Primary activity is nothing but when you think that as an organization, as a department, if ask yourself a question, are you interacting directly with the customer? If it is yes, that is primary. If it is not, then supportive. Simple, because they are communicating with the customer interaction, primary. Understood? If it is not, then supportive. Example, human resource management, HR department, do they interact with customer? No. Supportive activity. Your IT department, do they interact with customer? No, they are the supportive activity. Your procurement team, do they interact with customer? No. Then product supportive activity. Outbound logistic. Let's say logistic. Outbound means you have created one product and now you are delivering to your end customer. Outbound logistic is a primary activity or supportive activity? You are reaching the product to me. Understood? Marketing and salespeople. Let's say you are a salespeople. You will be contacting with me, whatever through means, online, offline, phone, and whatever. We are least bothered about that. So are you contacting directly to customer? Understood entire value chain model, I guarantee you. Now it is understanding only primary activity and supportive activity is not enough. The enough thing is understanding these activities, how you can minimize the problems and maximize the margin of profit. I'll explain you what is margin, what is profit in the next slide. Is it okay? In short, for your understanding, you consider that it's a margin or profit. So how managing this all supportive activities and the primary activities, you are controlling your cost or the expenses, internal or external, and you are widening this part, margin part. You are getting more margin, more profits and all. Now, this basically concept was given by Michael Porter in their value chain model. Now, in normal term, as a student, I am asking as a friend, इसमें क्या है? Everybody knows it. Don't you know that in a company, let's say it is your company, you will reduce the cost or whatever, you will increase the margin, and you will make a better profit and all. Don't you know this? He identified which one is the primary activity, which are the primary activities, which are the supportive activities in that particular manufacturing, that point of time. He gave it in 1976. This theory he gave, I think, 76 or 75, something like that. So almost 50 years gone. That point of time, no, there was no IT, nothing, forget it. Even computer or laptop was not invented. So you think from that angle. Correct? And that point of time, this information flow, this concept was very difficult. Even today, if you see any handwritten note 50 years back, whatever one professor taught to somebody, he will preserve it. Oh my God, that point of time it used to happen like that. Or let's say you are the manufacturing company head, or your grandfather used to be the manufacturing head of some certain unit, and he has written some diary and all. Oh my God, they used to do like that, like that. Because information flow was not like today. So he identified this, Michael Porter, that point of time. Identified, made a model, gave it to the world. That is the reason we are learning. And based on these models, it is not only Michael Porter. I clearly tell upfront here and offline also. It is not Michael Porter. It is not only Michael Porter. There are maybe other people also. Divya's model, it could be. Sumit's model, it could be. I'm not getting into that. But this became more famous. We understood that model. Based on that previous model, established model, we are using that concept to come up with, establish the new model in new industries. And that is the reason the value of this Michael Porter's name and Michael Porter's value chain. Is it clear now? Now, little bit I'll be explaining about the margin and these things and all.